Friends, today you'll bear with me. I'm doing this video with a lot of heaviness in my heart, and today I light a candle for my parents and on behalf of everyone outside here who is going through grief. I've just realized that grief is the most unspoken pain. People tend to overlook it, and sometimes society expects you not to cry and hold it back. It's important to allow yourself to feel the emotions, to go through emotions and let it out, and feel the emotions, touch the emotions and go through the emotions, and let your tears flow and don't hold back. You need to understand that grief doesn't know your status quo, your degree, your salvation, or your anointing. Let's find out more in this video today. Hello, brethren, hello viewers, fellow children of God. Praise be the name of the Lord. Thank you for choosing Inspiration Garage today, and thank you for being here today. I'm so excited to have you. I hope that you're doing well where you're watching me from, and I thank God for your presence here today. I thank you for your support. I thank you for watching this content. I thank you for sharing this content. And my prayer to you today is that may God enlarge you and may God meet you at your most point of need. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Ruth. Here I share faith-based videos. I motivate you and I inspire you. So God has led you here with a purpose. You're here for a reason. I'm going to encourage you. If this is the first time to be here, kindly subscribe to this family down below here and put on the notification bell so that anytime I upload these videos, you are always among the first to be notified. I'm also going to encourage you, please, anytime you visit this channel, please go back to previous messages and watch them. Trust me, you're going to be inspired, you're going to be motivated to the glory and honor of God. So today, brethren, as you have seen the topic down below here, I'm going to share a different kind of video, and I'm shooting this video on a Saturday. And this particular Saturday, I'm feeling so much overwhelmed. I'm feeling so much tired. I'm feeling tired mentally, and I decided to come here and share this video because I know that millions of people outside here, they might be going through what I'm also going through. And my topic today, I've titled this message, Allow Yourself to Cry. Allow yourself to cry. I know most of you can relate to this message. I'm not talking about just crying if someone has denied you something, or you're crying because maybe you have a broken relationship, maybe your boyfriend has left you, just crying because you feel like crying. No, today I'm sharing about grief and crying when you're grieving. Crying when you are grieving. That's what I'm talking about. And this is a disclaimer. This is my own experience, and I feel like I want to be a voice for the voiceless outside here, a voice for people who are grieving and they have no one to talk to. This platform is all about motivation, inspiring, teaching the word of God. So I'm kind of creating this platform to be a very safe space where you can just come and lean your shoulder here and talk about your feelings, talk about your mental. Feel free to inbox me and tell me exactly what you're feeling. You can trust me with your feelings. You can trust me with your mental health. I'm here. So I'm creating this platform to be a safe space for every person who is grieving, every person who is not mentally okay, everyone who is waiting on God. I'm trying to create this platform for people who are looking for the word, people who are looking for Jesus, So this is a safe space for you, and please feel free to comment in the comment section. Feel free to talk to me. If you're grieving, if your mental state is not okay, just know there's someone outside here I can talk to, someone outside here who can listen to me, whom I can pour my heart to. We all need one another. We all need people in our lives. We all need people to talk to. So this space is for you. I'm sharing this story when my mental state is not really okay, because today morning, being a Saturday, I've been going through a series of emotions. It has not been the first time. Actually, I've always been going through a series of emotions, and I thought it's better for me to do this video and help someone outside here who can't share, who can't talk. God has given me this platform to just share and talk to you guys. So I felt today is that one day I just needed to come and talk. Sometimes they say I may look stronger outside here, but I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding, and the bleeding I'm trying to talk about is grief. It's grief. I've never healed from grief. It's a process, it's a journey. I know it's not my first time coming here to talk about grief. I've done a video on what I didn't know about grief. I've done that video, and I've shared on this platform how I lost my mother sometimes back. I've done that video, but today I just want to talk about crying. When you feel like crying, allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to go through the emotions, allowing yourself to shed a tear. Recently, I visited the village. If you look at that video, I'll tag that video somewhere here, how we visited the village and how we just went to pay our respect to our parents back home, me and my sister. If you not watch that video, kindly make a point and go watch that video. I'm going to tag that video somewhere on this video. So when we visited with my sister in the village, I realized that I'm not strong. I'm still undergoing through emotions. I'm still bleeding. I'm still crying. I'm not strong. I may look stronger here, but the truth of the matter is there's some part of me that has not healed. So then I was talking to my sister, and I was asking my sister, how many people outside here, they also go through the same emotions and they cannot talk, they can't speak. They cannot just air out about their feelings. They fear to be judged in the society, And I felt like it is a journey that has no end. Because I found myself crying, shedding tears, out of nothing. Immediately I stepped on my father's ground. I felt I was overwhelmed and I was in these mixed reactions, and that is grief. It means there's part of me that is still bleeding. Brethren, I want to talk about crying. And I realized when you lose a loved one and when you hold your grief, it is waiting for you. Even if it's 20 years, 30 years to come, that grief is still waiting for you. The way we go to funerals and we lose loved ones, then we pretend to be these powerful women, these strong women. There's nothing like being strong and being powerful. And then you see the society has put us in a shell. When we lose a loved one, they'll come and tell you, it's okay, don't cry. Don't cry, it is well. Who told you it is well? It is not well. I've lost a father. I've lost a mother. It is not well with me. However much I look strong, it is not well with me, brethren. So you come and tell the person who is grieving, it is well, don't worry, it will be okay. It will never be okay. So today I'm just talking about crying. How much or how are you expected to cry? I'm not talking about yelling, doing those dramatic positions. I'm just talking about allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to grieve, allowing yourself just to shed tears, to let tears flow, to feel it, allowing yourself to feel the emotion, to go through those emotions. But see, the society has been trained to come and talk to us and tell us that it is well, it is okay, do not cry. You should be telling these people to cry. Tell them to shed tears. Because I discovered that's one thing that has really affected me. Because I did not go through those emotions. I did allow myself to grieve because I was this strong person. In quotes, I'm that strong, So I skipped that process of grieving. I did not grieve. One thing I've realized, if you don't allow yourself to go through grief, it is waiting for you. Grief, it is waiting for you. Even if it's 40 years from now, that grief is waiting for you. So how much are you supposed to cry? So in my opinion, you need to cry, because crying, it helps you to heal. Crying will help you to accept. When you pour out your heart, grief is just love that has nowhere to go, love that has been denied access. So you don't know where this love will go. It's too much love that you had for your parents, you had for your spouse. So there's this much love that you have. When it knocks the door, when it knocks a wall, it comes back to you. So when it comes back to you, it becomes grief. So you need to let it go. You need to allow yourself to go through those emotions, because like today morning, to be precise, I just found myself crying. And it has happened to me most of the time. I go to the bathroom, I want to take a shower, I find myself crying. Sometimes I'm driving, I find myself crying. I find myself in those emotions. And my cue, nothing is happening, nothing is bad is happening around me, but those emotions keep on hitting me. I'm telling you that they hit different. If you're watching me and have ever gone through such kind of emotions, comment down below and let us share. And then I realized I did cry. I lost my dad when I was 20 years. And by that time I was young. Yeah, I was young, yes, but I knew what was happening. I was in my teenage age, and what I remember very well, I did not also allow myself to cry. I wanted to be strong for my mother, because my mom was yelling, and I wanted to be strong for her. I wanted her to be strong, so that's why I did not cry. But you see, also my mom was this Christian woman, this powerful woman, and what I remember, she didn't cry much. I remember when everyone left and we were left alone with my mom, we started crying out of nothing. We went to a series of emotions. Like it took us like almost 1 year to get over it, because we did not cry. We didn't let our emotions to come out, so we did not cry. So you see, I've been going through that because I didn't mourn my daddy. So it has been many years of grieving, which I don't share with anyone, and sometimes it takes a toll on me. My friend, there's nothing like being strong. Even when you're born again, you have all the anointing. Grief doesn't know anointing. Grief does not know salvation. Trust me. Grief does not know anointing. Grief doesn't know salvation. That's one thing I've come to know. Just allow yourself to go through those emotions, because you see, it took a lot of time for me to go through those emotions. It has been taking a toll of me. I knew I have a fallback, who was my mom, because when my dad died, I remained with my mother. So I knew I had a fallback. So you see, I'm still undergoing through those emotions of grieving, and then now my mother again dies. So it's like grief hits another grief. So it's like a cocktail of grief. So it hits. So both griefs are trying to find space. Both of them are fighting. So both griefs are fighting. They're trying to find a space in my heart. And you see, already my heart is congested. You cannot take it anymore. And then you crash. Friends, we need to talk about these things, because I know the society judges very harshly. The society will tell you, you're not the first one. The society will tell you, why you crying? In fact, sometimes the society won't understand why you're crying. Some will start asking, why is she crying? You see, society will not understand. By then, that is my mom, that is my dad. He is not your father, she is not your mother. That is the person who gave back to me. So allow me to grieve. Allow me to go through the emotions. Allow me to mourn. Give me the space. Allow me to talk about it. Because many people fear talking about it, because they fear to be judged. Society will start asking, it has been 10 years, why are you still grieving? It has been 20 years, why are you still grieving? That's how harsh the society is. And you see, then we take a back seat, we shrink, and then you grieve in your own space, and then you come out of the grief in your own space, You heal on your own, it becomes overwhelming, it becomes tough. So when my mom passed on, I was really going through mixed emotions. One, my mom died during a pandemic. And number two, my mom died when I was pregnant. My mom died when things were not okay. I mean, my mom died in tough times where people had lost their jobs, people were not mentally stable. So you see, even someone to give you a shoulder to lean on is hard because people by that time were going through different issues. So you see, I did have a space to mourn. And then my mom also died at a time whereby I was very much spiritually alert, and I was having a very tight, close relationship with God. So it's like, let me use the word pretense, by lack of a better word, pretense, but I did not allow myself to grieve. I did grieve because after I just buried my mom, I came back home, then I gave birth. So in fact, I was asking my friend, I was asking her, so what am I supposed to do? Should I cry or should I laugh? Should I cry or should I celebrate? Because it is barely 1 week, I've just buried my mom 6 feet under. Then why should I laugh? Why should I be happy? And then I'm holding my baby, So I had mixed reactions. So you see, I didn't know if I should cry, if I should still continue grieving, or if I should celebrate about this new birth of joy. It is not easy, trust me. So you see, I did not have that space. And then I came back to the city immediately. So you see, the way you try now to go through the emotions and continue being at home and just talking to people, no, I didn't have that space. I just came back immediately because I was supposed to go to labor. So one thing I discovered that it has been taking a toll on me because I've never been given that space to mourn. I made a decision. I didn't view my mom's body. I didn't view my mom's body because I don't know if it's a valid reason, but I decided not to view my mom's body because when my dad died, I saw my dad lie in the mortuary, this powerful man with a selfless body on a stretcher. I saw him with my own eyes. And then that picture has never departed from my head, even up to now. I still have those memories. So when my mom passed on, is a decision I made. I'm not going to view her body because I didn't want to have the memories of two bodies in my head, in my vision. I wanted to know, yes, my father died. I have that memory of death. Those pictures, I have them in my mind, but I do not want to have again another memory of my mother dead. I wanted to have a memory of my mother alive. If you ask me how my mom was looking at her time of death, I wouldn't tell you because I don't know. I have those fresh memories of my mom being alive. I don't know about her departure. I don't know, professionals can tell me if that is denial. I'm not sure if that is denial, but that has worked for me. That has been good for me because I only know her when she had life. I don't know how she looked when she was dead. So that's a decision I made. So you see, I don't know, it has also been taking a toll of me. Acceptance has not taken place in me. I'm not sure about that. But the main thing of me doing this video is just to be a voice for the voiceless. People are fearing to express their grief because the society perceives you as this strong woman, this powerful woman of God, this servant of God. But we are weak. We are human beings. Sometimes life takes a toll on us, We cry, we fall, we get tired, we get overwhelmed, brethren. The purpose of doing this video today, if you're outside here and you are grieving or you have been a victim of grief before, I think I want to encourage you. If you have to cry, please cry, sweetheart. Cry. Cry. It does not matter how the world is going to judge you. Cry. Don't be like me. Cry. Let it out. Because if you don't cry, you're going to affect the people you're living with. If you don't cry, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you. It's going to affect your future. Your children, if you're a mother, they're going to be affected because in the future, you'll be a crybaby. Because the people that you live with, they're going to be affected even psychologically, mentally, because they don't understand why you're crying. Because you never had this opportunity to cry. Crying will help you to heal, even for your mental, physical being. Cry is healthy. If you don't cry, it's going to affect your emotional being. Your mental being is going to be affected. So allowing yourself to cry, crying will release pain and suffering that is within you. Crying will also make you stronger, and crying will also pave a way for you for healing. I know we don't heal fully, we just learn to stay with the grief. It will give you a path to somewhere. So you need to cry. And this idea of people who are comforting, people who are grieving and telling them, it is okay, don't cry. No, if I were you, I will tell that person to cry. If I were you, I'll tell that person to release his or her pain, because it is very important with a healing journey. It is so important. You know that these moments that come when everything is not making sense. Moments are there when everything, food, work, anything, projects, the moments in life that everything is not making sense. Why? Because you don't release your pain. You're holding back your pain. You're holding back your pain because at some point maybe you cried and the society judged you harshly. Sweetheart, I'm here to encourage you today. There's no age limit when it comes to grieving. There's no timelines. Don't give me timelines when I should stop grieving. Don't tell me I'm too old enough to grieve. Don't come and tell me that it has been long, you should stop grieving. Don't come and tell me that are you not tired of grieving? Please, don't come to tell me those things. Don't come to tell me that grieving has an expiry date. Who told you? Grieving has no expiry date. You just learn to live with. These are people that you have been living with. People you love so much. These are your dear loved ones. But they're no more. So don't come to my space and tell me it is now enough. Stop grieving. No. Allow people to grieve. Allow people to cry. Allow people to express their emotions. Allow people to talk, speak. People deal with grief differently. Sometimes back, it really took a toll of me, and I was in my house and I started screaming. You see, the idea of holding it back is like this balloon. You're trying to put pressure, and then it reaches a limit, it explodes. So at some point, it's like it was pressure being pressed on me, and it was so hard for me. It's like I was being this strong person, and then it took toll of me, so much overwhelming, and I started screaming. Felt like nobody was really understanding me. So you need to allow yourself to grieve, and then people who are in your space, people who are around people who are grieving, please try to give mental support, give them food, give them water. When those emotions come, let them feed, give them water, give them food, allow them to lean on you, give them a shoulder to cry on, allow them to speak to you, let them express their feelings, let them talk, give them a handkerchief, give them a tissue, let them cry. It is very important, because when those memories come, I really didn't want to cry in this video, but when those emotions come, let them go through the emotions. Don't be a barrier to the emotions. Don't block the emotions. Let them cry. Just give them a support, be a support system around them, and all will be well, because it's a journey that will never end. Trust me, grieving is a journey that will never end, and nobody can ever replace that love whatsoever. Trust me, nobody on earth can ever replace that love. It's only the love of God. Jesus is our greatest comforter. It's only God who is able to comfort you. I trust that all will be well with you. If you're grieving outside here, if you are going through emotions like me, if sometimes grief takes a toll on you, I want to let you know that you are not alone. Millions of people outside here have lost their loved ones, especially very close people around you, like your mother, like your father, like your sister, like a spouse, a child. You know, it can really be overwhelming. I'm here to encourage you that there are many people going through the same thing you're going through, and it shall be well at some point, and continue holding on God's word, because that is the only place you'll get comfort. Brethren, I hope and trust that I'll one day heal on this journey, and I'm also praying for you that I hope one day you will heal on this journey. And I'm wishing you all the best. I'm wishing you God's blessings. I'm wishing you God's guidance. I'm wishing you God's comfort. And I'm wishing you the covering of God. And I'm just hoping that one day, that God will take us through this space with a lot of courage. And I hope that one day we'll ever meet our loved ones. And I hope when our day comes, let us be righteous in our deeds, in our work, and let us work on our salvation, hoping that one day we shall meet our loved ones to the glory and honor of God. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have learned something from this video. If you know anyone who is in need of this message, please share this message to their network and like this video, support this channel, so you can reach many people who are grieving outside here to the glory and honor of God. I'm going to wish you a good day and a blessed day, and I'm going to see you next time in the next video. And thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.